Sometimes you find yourself integrating a service that uses webhooks. A webhook is a user-defined HTTP call. If you want to know what's happening in a service, you can give them a URL they call when a certain event happens. You're subscribing to get that information. Let's give you an example. Let's say we're using a service that handles payment acceptance on your behalf, such as Stripe. We can define a webhook to get HTTP calls informing us of important events, such as a payment charge. Now you might think you have to create and deploy your service to see what this request looks like and to test this webhook, but you can use a service for this. One example of such a service is RequestBin. RequestBin gives you a URL that collects requests you send to it so you can inspect them later in a human-friendly way. So you can create a request bin and it gives you this handy URL. You come back to Stripe and you can add the URL. Let's subscribe to all events. Click to add the endpoint. Now let's go ahead and create a charge. Add the payment information. We now go back to RequestBin. And as you see, we get requests for each of the events we subscribed for that got triggered, and we can inspect these requests. We can inspect the HTTP method, in this case post, we can inspect the headers, and we can inspect the body of the request.